Good morning, everyone. This is Doctor Fertility. Ask Doctor Fertility. Again, this is our second episode of Ask Doctor Fertility program. On last Tuesday, we had a very fruitful discussion. And before I go into our discussion, I would firstly like to recognize our sponsors. They got with Dr. Pharmacy on 12th Street. And then also the next car renter, also located on 12th Street. Now, the reason I'm doing this quick video is to answer some of your questions, because by the time you are hearing this video, by the grace of God, I will be in Dubai attending the gathering, one of the world's largest gatherings of reproductive health specialists. And there I hope to interact, and hopefully we'll do a live edition if I have the opportunity, or some recorded edition for us back home. So some of those questions that you asked, I wasn't able to answer, and I felt that since I'm leaving and you still in doubt, for the benefit of those who still waiting for the answer, I will go through them quickly, and we can discuss further next week, Tuesday, by the grace of God, during our live show. So the question, one of the key things that I came across was, someone asked, is masturbation bad? Is it harmful? So I would like to answer that, because a lot of people kept referring to it. Masturbation, that a big word that people can use for touching your sensitive parts or your genitals. So masturbation is not bad. In fact, it's very good. It improves your sleep. It reduces your stress level. It improves your mood. So in essence, masturbation is good. And now because we have a whole section on discussing, masturbation in detail. Well, I just want to answer your question to say masturbation is not bad, because what? It improves your mood, it decreases your stress level, okay, and it also improves your sleep. Now, let me give you just one or two facts. When it comes to masturbation, masturbation occurs amongst every race, every gender that you can think about. So it's not a bad thing. It doesn't only happen for females or males. As a matter of fact, based on research, recent study, they were discovered that up to 40% of males, and it's a female, masturbate. Okay, when we say 40%, what we mean by 40%? 40% is if you have 10 females, 4 of them can masturbate behind closed door. Whereas in the males, the percentage is slightly higher. It's around 60%. So 60% again, for us to break it down in simple English, it means that if you have 10 males, 6 of the 10 males also masturbate. So you see, 20 people can play with themselves behind closed door. And it's not bad. It's very good. So don't feel guilty. So when they think about people asking these questions, is because people tend to make it like it's wrong for people to masturbate. So sometimes you have that mental problem, and is it correct? Is it wrong? But in scientific, like when evidence-based, it's not wrong. Okay? So if you are doing it, you get go ahead and do it. Now, some cases people have excessive, when we say excessive masturbation, is it disturbs your work. You can't go to work, you skip school, you can't go out with your friend, you just in a house masturbate. That one have been shown to shown in research that you will develop some mental health issues when you just masturbate 24 hours around the clock. That's why the people say excessive. You interfere with your normal everyday work. So we say excessive. When you're doing that one now, you got to call some of us to talk to us so that we'll be able, to talk to you and see how you can normalize that is you can do masturbation without it interfering with your everyday work, with your school, with your friends, and so some of the thing is people say some of the intervention or something that you can do when you think that you're masturbating excessively, that is interfering with your work or with your friendship or even with your school. They say sometimes when you feel like you will take walk, when you feel like again, if you can't take walk, you listen to music. So now just jump out of your room, go do something different. Okay, that won't be. Another thing about masturbation that I won't tell you before I leave this topic is sometimes it reduces your sensitivity and it make you not to come when you're having intercourse with the opposite sex, because the way some people can hold the penis, they can hold it tight, and when you hold your penis tight in your hand like that, the sensation, the feeling around the penis is dark. They call it death grip. So the advice is to loosen the death grip and don't hold the penis too tight, because they study found out that people who hold their penis too tight, sometimes it can lead to reduced sensitivity, and then that what can lead to people saying masturbation is bad. But we will talk more about masturbation. I just won't answer your question, but in subsequent discussion, we are going to talk in depth, detail about masturbation. As you know, this month is dedicated to our males. So the next 3-4 episodes will be on impotence, it will be on erectile dysfunction. So we just dedicating the whole 3-4 months. We know the month of June is Father's Day, is Father's Month, sorry. So we're caring for our fathers, we are caring for the men, we are highlighting the men issue. So we are going to discuss most of the things that can go wrong, with our fathers, with our brothers, even with our own husbands, especially around sex. So rest assured that this month will be dedicated only to the men. The next question somebody asked was, because they've been abstaining from sex too long, sometimes when they go to the bathroom to defecate, the sperm sometimes can come up. That one a simple thing. I told you before that the last time, if you keep the sperm too much, the volume can increase. So when you go in the bathroom and squeeze the heart, the sperm can come up, because you squeezing that lower part. So as you squeezing the boo, the sperm goes around, it will come up. One thing I can tell you, one advice I can tell you is, I'm saying you should go look for different because you say you're different in America. The thing I can tell you and the advice I will tell you is you need to consider masturbation, because it has been proven to be good. Instead of keeping all the things in your system, and when it can come off when you go into the bathroom, sometimes practice masturbation. Masturbation will help you to reduce some of your stress level and put out some of those high volume sperm so that you can feel relief and improve your sleep. Now, another person, the last person asked about the sudden loss of appetite. They said, all of a sudden, my girlfriend, I feel they're having sex without a day. That one, we say sometimes, is very rare. When Sarah life or English men say rare, it means that it usually can't happen. Out of 10,000 persons, maybe only one person will happen to. Or some of the reason why people can get lose appetite all of a sudden for sex is one, if you're having some stressful event, mental health event, sometimes you will lose appetite. Another time is if you're the person always not understanding each other, always forcing back and forth, your appetite will start going down. Another thing is, it also linked to stress, but if the money in Moko is not coming there how it used to come before, all that money you worry how to pay children's school fee, you worry about this one, it can also make your stress level, everything. It can increase your stress level, and it can make you to lose interest in having sex. So, but they got other things too that can happen, like if you're having pressure, if you're taking certain drugs, okay, particularly the one they call the HTCZ, that one of the drugs that can make men to lose appetite. It can be all of a sudden, but gradually it will make you to lose your appetite. So if you're having some of these issues again, please call me on 0776-541177. For all of you who have any questions, you can WhatsApp me because I will be away. Please WhatsApp me on 0776-541177. Just don't call. Send me your questions. In the next edition, we will be able to answer. And you know, Doctor Fertility, me, I will break it down for us so everybody can understand. The intent of Ask Doctor Fertility is to break the stigma around discussing reproductive health issues and infertility issues by breaking the silence surrounding reproductive health and fertility issues. Next time, we will be having our drug of choice. You see, plenty of people coming down with pressure, and after pressure, they coming down with erectile dysfunction. Somebody asks, what the one of the reasons why people can have poor erection. One of the reasons why some people can have poor erection is pressure, okay, and then the treatment, some of the drugs that you use to treat the pressure with, it can also make you to lose appetite and have poor erection. But this video is just a very short video because I will be traveling, and I thought that I should answer some of your questions before traveling. Again, if you have questions, do not hesitate. You can WhatsApp me on 0776-541177, and then we can have a discussion next week, or I'll be able to answer your question once I have the time via WhatsApp. Thank you, and see you next Tuesday live on OKFM for another inspiring and thought-provoking and inspirational talk when it comes to fertility, breaking the stigma around fertility. Tune in to Ask Doctor Fertility every Tuesday at 11 o'clock with a repeat on Saturday at 7 o'clock on OKFM and live on OKTV. Thank you, and I'll see you soon by the grace of God. Bye.